Hello everyone, my name is Anvita Bansal and we are back with another lecture based on strings. So let's have a look the problem that we are going to discuss today. Let me check if you guys are able to see my screen. Okay, fine. Okay, so the problem that we are discussing today is remove duplicates. So if you from your SDE sheet you click on solve, you will find this problem, remove duplicates. Okay, so this is a very simple problem. You are given a string here, okay, and you need to remove duplicate elements from this given string, and you have to ensure that original string, the input string, should not be changed. Okay, its order should not be changed. So what are the ways in which you can do this? Let's have a look. Okay, wait. Fine. So let's say that we are given ZVVO. So what are the duplicate elements in this string? You can see V is repeating twice. One way is let's say we sort this array. If we sort this array, so it will be sorted in the increasing order of the ASCII values of these characters, right? So it will be something like this. What is the use of it? We will simply iterate over it. Check if I minus 1th character is equal to ith character, then we do not include that character into a new string. Let's say I am creating a new string, string answer, in which I am going to store, initially it's an empty string. Okay, 1 second. Initially it's an empty string, so I am just adding it into my answer, whichever distinct characters I have. So ideally it should have O, then it should have V, then I comment this character and it checks the previous character which is same, so I do not add it. I move ahead and then I find Z, which is a distinct character, as it's not equal to the previous character, OVZ. That's we finally get. But wait, first of all, when we use arrays.sort, we are using n log n of time complexity, where n is the size of your string, right? And other thing is, you must be doing arrays.sort on the given string, and they are saying that you do not have to modify the given input. So this method will not work, in case you guys are thinking. That's why I took up this. What can be the other way? Okay, then let's try. We will not try, I'll tell you. The brute force approach, the simple one, the brute force approach says that you iterate. So your given, what was your given string? I don't know, ZVVO. Okay, ZVVO was your given string. Now what? You iterate over this string, and for each iteration, for each character, you check the remaining characters in your string and check if you find the same occurrence at least once. If you find it, you have added this already into your answer, but you do not add further. You move ahead, you check, you add that, okay, and then you move ahead and you do that for O(n square), big O of n square of time complexity, right? Okay. Can you think of other way? Can you think of other way such that this can be done in big O of n time complexity? I'll give you a hint. You can use some space. I'm very sure that you must have already thought about it. What if, let's say, n, v, a, b, a. Let's say this was your given string. So your output string should look like this, that it is, order should not be changed. So we can write it like this, Z. Is it occurring any more time? No. V, okay, whenever we are at this character in brute force approach, we are adding it to your answer and then we are checking it. If it is present at any, again, no. It is present. Now you see, it is present. So what you do? Either you take another string in which you are storing it, and just move ahead and add it to your final answer, right? This is one way of doing it using brute force approach, but let's not discuss that. What is the ideal approach to solve this problem? Can we use an array, a data structure, to store what all characters, distinct characters I can find from this? One way is either you use hash map, okay, but I would like to go with hash set. Reason is simple. In hash map you are also storing the frequencies of the character. I think hash set will solve my problem without adding the frequencies. The reason being, let's say this is your hash set. Whenever you find a distinct character, you add it to your set, right? You add it to your set. So let's say I have, let me write it like this. Okay, I find Z, as in when I find Z, I add it to my hash set. Then another character is V. My hash set does not contain V, so it will add V also. Then there is another V. My hash set already contains V, so V will not be added. I move to O now. O is not present in hash set, I add O. Then I add N. Then I see V is already present, it will not add itself, it will not add itself, and we will move ahead to this character. So A is already not present, so I'm adding A here. Then you have B. Then you have A, which is already present in your hash set, so it will not be added. So do you see the order in which I am iterating over the string, in which I am also adding it into the hash set? Same order can be used to fill up the resultant string that I want to pass. So ZVONAB. So it's very simple. As and when we are iterating over the string for I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, I ask if set dot contains this particular character. Okay, so this character is s dot caret I. Let me write it C as of now. So if set contains it, you do nothing but you continue. Okay, that means you go to the first line of your loop, that is you increment the count of I and check for if and else condition again. Else, if you are finding it for the very first time, you are going to do two things. So what are those two things? First thing, you add it into your set dot add this character C. Okay, second thing is you must have taken some resultant string. Let's take it res. So res plus equal to character, that is str dot caret I, whatever you are taking, right? So I hope you have understood. That's the entire code. We are going to code it now. So you see this thing that we are using an extra space of maximum big O of n when all the characters are distinct. In that case, hash is going to take big O of n space complexity, and the time complexity is you are iterating over the entire string once. Then you are taking decisions. If set contains it, you don't do anything because we do not want to include it into your answer. And if it does not contain it, you add it into your set, and then you also add it to your resultant string. That's all about this problem. Let's move to the code and solve it. Let me check if you guys are able to see me. Okay, fine, cool. So coming on to the code, let me write the code now. Let's create a hash set of character, right? Because you're storing character. So why didn't I use hash map? Because do you see any need of storing the frequencies? Not at all. That is why I did not use it. New hash set. Okay. Let's take resultant string ans equal to, that's an empty string as of now. Then you iterate over your string for int I equal to 0, I is less than s dot. Or we can also do for char C belonging to, no, we can't do that. For int I equal to 0, I is less than s dot length, right, and I plus plus. If set dot contains this s dot char at I, right? If it contains, then what you are doing, you're doing nothing but you are just incrementing the count of I and checking it again. Else you are adding it to your set dot add s dot char at I, and in your answer plus equal to s dot char at I. That's what you will return in the end. Fine, and then you return your ans. Let's check this up. Let me make this input smallest. So that's all about today's problem. It was pretty simple problem. So I'm sure you must have understood. Okay then everyone, I think that was all for today. Let's wrap it up then. See you all in the next lecture then. Bye bye. Take care.